But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Down back shy of the 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Tate's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Watch it now, Marty.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. 57 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Throw it, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yep.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Eifert from 3 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ground. This is Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Come on now. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's got room. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Janikowski adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Going deep for Diggs. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the... offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So that'll back him up 5. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Double. Black over.
So here's Vic following the interception. And he checks this one down to Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but it does.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs when necessary to help get him out of trouble.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Zach Brown coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to slink, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
All right, now look at 56.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation. And
a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First power, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Right 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, Vic finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, Vic out of the gun. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Vic and the offense will start first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flush to his right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there. 46 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ricky Williams from 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Problems on the extra point, but it does manage to skip home off the crossbar. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and 10. Taken successfully. And here now the offense heading back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Detroit!
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Michael Strahan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working out of the gun, Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play fake. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just... Whistles to the receiver.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw coming for Vic. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a second down throw for Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy that has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, There's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
12 more yards there and another first down. Here's Michael Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Vick. Throw right side is held in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Reggie White in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing, Vick, and it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know that
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Strahan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a gain there of 11 yards. Mayfield to throw it. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield off the play fake. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can...
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now McCoy, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And Eifert has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run it again with Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. John Randall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And some space here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now here's Vick. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Vic. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Vic operating on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where's he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his left. It's complete to Golden Tate. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. Well, the nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that tries for Rice, intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. a first down throw. McNabb. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Barr leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now McNabb, flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. A first down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete to open things up. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, 60 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jerry Rice in the end zone is a sight we are sure used to seeing. Not only does he have the most receiving touchdowns in NFL history, He was also the fastest to get to 100.
It took him, I think we've got it here, 120 games to get to 100. Just staggering.
A staggering number, but you have to remember with Jerry Rice, it wasn't just great hands. It wasn't speed. It was the collective, the work ethic to prepare, and the route running that was second to none.
And the Colts coming out now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
Mayfield now. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window.
Play fake. Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And Sanders now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Mayfield to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, it's McNabb. They set up the screen for Henry. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ogletree in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A play fake. Now McNabb. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here. First and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They find some open field here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flex round!
third down. Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Second down, Vic. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Vic out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A give to McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Vic. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Michael Vick, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked on by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Vic setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Vic on 2nd down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. He cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. From the gun, Vic. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
This time they'll throw it with Vick. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, that catch was not so immaculate, but it does move the sticks.
Oh, I hear what you're doing right there. You're talking about Franco Harris and one of the all-time great catches in NFL history. The immaculate reception. Franco, a 4. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the last time they had on the safety, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all...